me, it's like the King's Iggy Pop, Turbo Negro type of punky riff. It's very punky for this band, not as in metal type way. And I think that's in that song we got the marriage between the kind of like the punk rock energy with the kind of how I hear it, like it's the 50s Roy Orbison thing sped up, and the chorus is kind of Chris Isaac-y, but we're still keeping it heavy, and I find that like really Twin Peaksy. The balance, it's kind of like otherworldly. It's like this shouldn't work, but it does, and that's the beauty of this particular album. I think the whole album, the yin and yang are pretty close to each other, and you know they're kind of like they're docking. When you're at the rehearsal place, you should be having fun, and you should be wanting to bang your head. You want to make riffs that you would love to actually hear. You know, like it's like album interpretation, kind of a symptom of the universe. That riff, at least riff-wise, the whole album, I try to keep it as simple as possible because that's usually the best way when it comes to riffs. It has to be something that works with the air guitar and air drums, and you know it's all about air and air vocals. And all that stuff.
Elemental.
Air triangle. Yeah.
Air masturbation.
That too. To be brutally frank, you know, the reason why we did Trapped in Autumn was the fact that I didn't want the album to have 12 tracks. I wanted to have 13 because I like the number more.
Yeah, and the Dirty Dozen is just so 80s.
Indeed.
It's
or
cool,
late 70s. I went through all my sample thingies that I've done, you know, year after year, and basically the rumble on the song is I recorded the street noise from the room 332 from the balcony of room 332 at Sunset Marquee. So I was recording Sunset Strip for about 8 hours. So we used that as that kind of rumbling thingy, and then I was testing one synth from the early 80s called Wasp, and there's some blinks and blonks that come from that. Then I was working the piano riff that sounded terrible, but I still found it somewhere on my computer. So I chopped it off and we turned it around and messed about with it, and it was just experimental thingy. And also I think a good rock or classic rock album needs breathers. You need to have the time to take a leak, you know. 45 minutes with these bladders, you know, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah.
It's like, you know, Sabbath had FX on Volume 4. You know, it's great to have that kind of odd stuff all of a sudden breaking the whole, because otherwise, you know, the kind of songs proper, they're so straight to the point. They're pretty packed with information. The production is pretty big. They don't breathe that much. They like in your face, and now they kind of like grab you by the throat. So it was great to have those little kind of refrigerator moments that you can get a snack or an ale and then come back to it. No love.
Yeah, that's a great entry, you know. The narrator entering the studio space.
What are you talking about? Oh, the clump.
That's actually like a genuine situation.
Yeah, that was so funny.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the very beginning of it. But we were actually thinking that would have been a great beginning track for the album, but somehow it just got changed along the way. I think I dug like Olive Scope a little more. But it's just like me, I was getting the tempo of the song, and then the beginning is really cool.
Yeah,
and also there's a lot of like crossfades which we've never done on the album. So there's a lot of songs that like melt into each other, and I think that's nice. And on this one it's pretty Pink Floydy. But No Love, this is I think the most kind of like balls to the walls rock and roll, straightforward, up tempo rock song on the album. But anyway, you know, so basically, you know, it's a Coxman song in a way that, you know, no love will be enough. It's about being fairly insatiable. It can be interpreted in peckerish terms or in hardish terms.